YouTube! What the crap's going on? Sorry I cut off the intro the first time. But don't worry, I linked to it, and it looks like most of you forgave me for the missed what the crap, but yeah, what the crap. I don't know. I don't usually have to render a lot of videos, but I did last night because my son kind of interrupted it, not wanting to go to sleep, and so yeah, I just forgot. So it looks like the dwarves just hit Bitterstone Mine. I really don't want to start a war with them yet because I don't want to get chased around by a whole bunch of dwarf stacks. It's not really my idea of a good time right now. Let's see. Stone Mine Tower, however, looks like fair game. Do I really have to have 50% to go into an encampment? That's so irritating. Can't even move. Maybe I've got like the campaign movement range debuff right now. Probably I do. Yep. That's like, good grief, man. That movement range, though. Hero cost. Speed. Income from raising settlements. Income from all raiding forces. That could be good. Casualties from attrition. Each of these is going to actually slow down my research, and these speed it back up and spread extra chaos corruption. And I guess we could do that if we feel like we have the money to spare. Though they're not entirely necessary. But eventually I would think that my research gets quite slow. What's going on, border jerks? Let's just go ahead and do this lair. Gets me more horde growth. We're gonna go ahead and heal up a little bit, and then we'll go wreck Stone Mine Tower from the Crooked Moon Mutinous Gits. If the border princes don't beat me to it, which they might. Horde growth +5 for 5 turns. That could be pretty good. Let's do that. I'm gonna go ahead and wreck Stone Mine Tower. And we're gonna raise and defile. Someone thought that I had a mod on. I don't have a mod on for the raising. This is just the standard stuff. So yeah, I don't have any mod for like the sack and raise or anything else like this. Is the standard Beastmen version of it. So probably wouldn't hurt to get Lightning Strike. Let's just get that real quick. I'm not super worried about the chaos corruption. Income from raiding could be useful. Yeah. Okay, because we do have to get raiding income as part of our objectives. And if we want a long victory, we need 20,000. We have to raise 50 settlements, which won't be hard. We have to destroy all the following factions, dwarves included, and then win the battle, the Fall of Man. Sounds like fun. All right, Gorbull has leveled up. Someone said they like Strength of Land. I mean, that's not bad. It gives your guys a heck of a lot of armor. And then the missile resistance, but I kind of like all the melee attack. But yeah, Strength of Land is pretty good. That's a lot of missile resistance and armor for Beastmen units, which typically have very little. So, definitely not a bad thing, I don't think. Yeah, we're turning Gorbull into an army buffing machine. He's going to be extremely good at it. And speaking of raiding, I think I'm going to go over and raid the border princes a little. We should have enough money to pick up maybe a couple more Minotaurs, and then at that point we won't be worried about anything the Beastmen can do to, or the border princes can do to us, I should say. So yeah, we're gonna move over into border prince territory. Okay, bring it. Alright, let's go into the hidden encampment momentarily. Trying to think. So Warherd or 149 upkeep. Warherd with shields would be. What's the difference? Wow, those guys. Dat charge bonus. Shields would be really nice, but these guys are Vanguard deploy as well. And they are going to be able to cause some pretty spectacular damage. Upkeep is pretty high, though. These guys have a lot lower upkeep, but considerably lower attack stats. Still pretty good charge, though. And these Minotaurs are pretty expensive. I'm thinking it may be helpful to just pick up some Warherd. And this may send us past our ability to make money at the moment. Let's see what else we got here. So I could do this next level, which gives me a slight break on the cost of Minotaurs. I could go up here. I mean, that's not super useful to me. This pile of flesh, we're probably pretty close to being able to handle that. I mean, when we look at the horde growth, we're at plus 23 right now. Now, granted, part of it is probably from, yeah, right there, that 5 horde growth. And we raised the settlement. But I think that we're getting our horde growth in good enough shape that we can consider some of that stuff. But since we can go into a raiding stance, I am going to go ahead and just train up some Warherd. I'm going to do the ones without shields. This is, like I said, definitely going to push us over the edge in terms of income. But that's okay. We can make money in other ways. Raiding, sacking, all kinds of stuff. Or just clicking a button. So there we go. Wow, we could upgrade here again, which I'm quite tempted to do, but I want to go into a raiding stance. We're going to pick up 531 from raiding. I think we're going to raid our way through some Border Prince territory here. So yeah, we'll just raid our way down towards their capital. Make some money while we go. The dwarves are busy confederating. Getting some good raiding income right now. Yeah, the dwarves are going to spread out and be strong, and we will have to kill them. Might be easier to strike them early, but they are quite the target to strike right now, and I don't really feel like I have the right tools for dealing with them. None of the units will replenish. For how long? 6 turns. Ugh, extra upkeep. All of these are just awful. Like, I literally just hate these. This one only lasts for 2 turns, though. We could sacrifice our horde growth for 2 turns. Let's just do that. So, let's keep raiding. Yeah, see, it's putting that towards our total raiding income. They don't have very good defenses here, though we'd probably have to go after a walled settlement, which is not ideal. This place would be worth a pretty fancy pile of coins, though, I'm guessing. Let's just wreck these guys. Tylea's gonna join them. Could potentially be dangerous, but something tells me probably not. Let's just continue the siege. We could go ahead and bust our way through the gates and climb the walls, actually. They don't have... Yeah, let's just fight. These guys don't have a lot of missile units. So we'll just use our Beastmen speed, rush the walls, cut these guys down, use Gorbull, Malagor, giant Minotaurs. We'll just cut our way through the gates, let ourselves in, and we'll destroy Myrmidons. I want my archers up front to take the initial volleys. And then we'll mix these gores. Spears. Okay, let's see. Let's group these guys because they can all bust down gate. Just kind of keep these guys out of the way. Okay. I'm gonna move up. Take some of the fire. Okay. We are in good shape. Let's go fire at will, don't chase, kill the crossbows. I'm going to start taking out missile units because I'm less worried about the infantry. Our infantry's got pretty solid stats even though they're not in the presence of Gorbull right now. So my herds are gonna put some magical ladders on the wall here. Yep, see that? Did you know that Beastmen can make ladders out of mud? Because they absolutely can. I don't know what's taking these guys so long. Get the dang work. Here's all the Minotaurs plus Gorbull trying to knock down the walls. There comes Malagor and the Giant. And the rest of my troops busy getting to the walls. Let's get these guys going. Let's check out some of my first Beastmen coming over the walls. Here they come. Is there some reason why you stopped going up? I guess the gate? No, I don't know. Yep, gate's open. Let's see if we can... Yeah, we can cast a Devolve and get all this stuff. There we go. Kind of blow those guys up on the wall a little bit too while we're at it. Okay, all of our beasts are headed up the walls. We're getting hit by some mortars. Let's send... We've cleared the pole arms out of the way for the most part. Let's overcast this. Actually did pretty good damage there on an overcast. Let's get these guys in here. Alright. All of our gores are cleaning up the walls, so things going really good for us right now. Let's bring these War Hounds over here out of the way, and we're going to go take out the mortar. There we go. Keep moving. Let's kill that enemy lord. Get ourselves over here. Let's take out these regroup missile units. Let's get some close-ups of our troops. Got all our gores up here on the walls overrunning the settlement. And let's get a view of our poison War Hounds coming in here. Enemy's gonna break. Hey, way to break your wagon. But this ought to be pretty good. Those are some very green hounds. Pretty obvious that you're about to get poisoned, I think.
gods have abandoned us!
Indeed they have. Indeed they have. So we're going to end the battle. So Myrmidons is going to fall to Malagor the Dark Omen. The first settlement of man to be dropped in the campaign. And since we're running a negative income and my horde growth is pretty stable, I'm probably going to loot and raise some of these settlements. Okay, let's get in here for Malagor and take a look at a few things. So Malagor has leveled up. We're going to finish this one with the raiding income, and then we're going to go here and start buffing up all our infantry, and then we'll do some more focus on his Lore of the Wild. But I think for now we're good. Let's take a look at the details here. Don't have anything. Yeah, nothing else we can add in here. Don't have a lot of retainers or other stuff available just yet. So that ought to be a pretty big blow to the filthy border princes. Let's go ahead and replenish my troops, and I'm going to head north here. What's my horde growth looking like? Oh yeah, really good. Really good horde growth at the moment. To the point where I feel pretty confident we could lose some of it and take the pile of flesh, I think. I don't know though, I'm thinking about what units. I mean, there's other units I want, like chariots and stuff like that would be really cool. So we could start getting Centigors, Razorgore chariots come from this line, Centigors from this line, Chaos Spawn. I don't particularly feel like we need Chaos Spawn. But we can't afford a lot of this stuff either if we don't get some of these buildings up. I guess we could just from wrecking stuff and then just let the horde growth go for a while till we get everything built. Maybe that's what we should do. So we get Cygors through this one. Now that would be a heck of a lot of fun. We need level 5 for that. Sitting here thinking which one I want to do next. Do I want to just... Having a Bray Shaman would be cool, but we've already got... I mean, we've already got Malagor, so I don't feel like we need 2 Bray Shamans in the same one. So maybe let's go ahead and start the building that unlocks Centigors. Those guys could come in handy later on down the line. I don't really need Minotaurs with shields either, but let's just build it while we're here and while we have the population surplus. Whoa, we have a Bray herd. Awesome. Let's send it off to do some work for us. So we are going to move up, continue to replenish, which shouldn't take us terribly long. Rather than replenishing, I probably ought to just start merging troops and re-recruiting them. Bestial Rage, but Chaos Corruption -8. I mean, we don't really need the Bestial Rage, so Bestial Rage, whatever you call it. I'm gonna go ahead and raid into their territory here. Oh yeah, we're getting some good raiding income. Let's push on into the border princes. Alright, Tylea is sending reinforcements, but with our Bray herd, they're going to be quite foolish to make any such attempt. This settlement's not going to be worth much. It's actually quite a bit of loot for such a teeny settlement. Yeah, we are at such high horde growth that I'm just going to take the loot at this point and start putting some money in the bank. Alright, Malagor's leveled up, so charge, vigor loss will be important, but not just yet. Ungor and Ungor spear herds. I don't intend to use those guys much in the late game, so I don't want to waste skill points on it. So I'm thinking the most important thing maybe to start with is the vigor loss, and then cavalry, because that'll still be useful. And then we'll do this stuff over here, which gives Gore and Best Gore a significant boost. Freakish mutations would be useful. And then that one's for buffing Cygor units. Wow. It's pretty decent looking, honestly. Let's check our quest, the icons of vilification. Raid any region belonging to the Empire provinces. Okay, we need to do that, because I'd like to try and get some of this stuff earlier on. Gorbull can finish up the Best of the Beast 1, and then we can move on to 2. That gives us a huge boost to evasion chance in the beast paths. Alright, border princes are on the run. Tylea's trying to catch up to us, and I may just let them catch up to me. So I'd love an opportunity to fight him with this Bray herd right here. It's a pretty awesome Bray herd. Let's see if Tylea's stupid enough to attack me. I'm in a hidden encampment, so I don't know if they can see me until they get close, and they may end up getting ambushed. Nah, they're walking away from me, so... hang on. They attack my Bray herd? Or did this agent just kill the crap out of my troops? Looks like the agent did it. Good grief. Okay, I'm gonna get up here and do some more raiding, and then we'll hit Matorka. I think it's that Tylean agent that got the huge hit on my Bray herd. Yeah, we can afford the loss to horde growth. Let's do this so that my troops replenish. And let's go ahead and move forward to Matorka. I'm going to encircle it and wait for my Bray herd to get here. And then we'll attack. Figure that'll be the most fun. Get the rest of the herd here with me before we swamp Matorka with Beastmen. Ha! They're like, yeah, you can have the city. We changed our mind. What a bunch of cowards. Ah, the dwarves have joined the war against us. In that case, if the dwarves are going to join the war against us, I need to build up enough population surplus to, well, I have it, actually, to build the pelt totem. We're going to need some Bestigor herd if we're going to go up against the Dawi. Alright, there we go. We are building up money, which we can use to fund other herds if we need to. But at the moment, I think we're okay. I just want to get into an encampment and get some Bestigor herd. I want to use our money to make our own herd really good at the moment. So let's take a look. Let's get into the encampment. And how many recruitment slots do I have? 3. So let's take, well, actually we've got to build this thing first. So let's build that, and then let's build this too. These would be our only help against gyrocopters, is the Centaurs with throwing axes. Let's go ahead and go see if we can take down Akendorf. We're going to have to be careful though, because there could be Dawi armies around. With the Bray herd, I feel pretty safe. But, you know, it's always a risk. Okay. Who leveled up here? Gorbull? Perfect. We can get this Best of the Beast Part 2. So Gorbull's now ready to go into his own personal buff line there. So we'll turn him into a Lord Killer. Okay, looks like the Border Princes. Tylea's over here like, well, we couldn't help our friends, but we can take their lands. Whatever works. Yeah, we might get attacked here, but we'd have our Warherd with us, and I'd be okay with that. The Warherd's fairly decent. We're getting some good raiding income off these guys right now anyway. Yeah, the dwarves are like, yeah, we could attack you, but we just joined this war for show. We don't really want to take down 2 herds. It looks like they want to just hole up, keep themselves safe. Let's continue the siege. They got quite a lot of infantry. Not a lot of skirmishers. Let's continue the siege. The Redhorn tribe? Let's talk to them. Really? I mean, you see another beast herd here wrecking humans and you don't like me? I don't know what's wrong with you. Alright, I don't really understand what you're saying, but you're ugly too. I don't know where the Redhorn tribe has been, but I've been busy. It looks like the Border Princes went up into Grinstead too. And these guys are like, well, as long as you got this encircled, we'll do some raiding. Why not? How many turns do I gotta go after these guys? Let's see here. That, well, I asked you for that a minute ago. No. But when you ask for it, I guess I'll be the diplomatic Bray here. Not good enough whenever I offer it. Wow, the chaos corruption spreads very quickly from our troops. Alright, I don't have anything to replenish, so we don't need that. This weapon strength one and melee attack is what we want, and it's going to go for 3 turns, which should be perfect. Yep, we got all our equipment, and our guys are going to have stupid attack when we get in here. It's going to be great. So the Border Prince is going to be in big trouble here. It might be a good idea to go wreck the dwarves before they get any further along in their campaign, because they're just going to get harder and harder to kill. I need to raid in an Empire province, though, at least for a moment. Oh, okay. Sweet. I get to use all their units from the start, so we can put their Bestigor up in here. Okay, these dudes with the shield are going to be the best one to go take down the gates. Let's get all of our infantry. I'll kind of put them in tiers here. Alright, we got a lot of units. These harpies are going to be handy, actually. So let's get... Right, Bestigor, 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 and we'll get some gore. Okay, let's get all my archers up front. They'll take the initial volleys. And then let's kind of get... Kind of get all these guys here. Need our monstrous infantry. Malagor. Giant. Alright. Put those guys in group 1 so they're easy for me to... Oh, let's put that guy there too. Alright. So I've got all my leaders kind of in a group. Let's get all our cavalry like all our fast movers in a group. Kind of hold them back here. I don't know why I put them in group 2, but whatever. Let's put all these guys in a group so they're easier to move. Group those. Let's put these spears over here, and then let's throw them into 3. There we go. And I don't think anything else needs to be in a group at the moment. Let's go. Let's do this. Start pushing up everything. Get up close, wreck the door. Let's go over here and hang out for a minute, and then we'll get in on some skirmishers. And let's go ahead and get these 2 units and go climb some walls. Same thing over here. Let's get the rest of these guys. Group 3 is what we're going to call it. Group 3, go ahead and just start moving up. We're going to swamp the walls. I'm going to take my harpies in and do some scouting. There's really no enemy skirmishers on the walls. Let's get our leadership corps up here. Okay, I'm going to take the harpies in and scout for any artillery. Towers are at the walls. Looks like the enemy's got quite a few units on the ground, so we'll keep quite a bit of our infantry on the ground. I hear some handguns. Yeah, we're just as well off to just go take out these handgunners real quick. The pistoliers are after us. Alright, so we got guys on the wall. Our archers are continuing their support. Let's bring Malagor over here and get to work. Let's bring these guys over here away from where towers are shooting. Okay, so Malagor. Let's get some sweet, sweet Vile Tide going on. Okay, so Vile Tide's underway. Yeah, we'll move our cavalry over here to safety. Battering rams working the gates. We're going to get through pretty quickly. Let's get our harpies over here, some handgunners. Okay, you all get over here. Start helping out. Start taking those guys down. Okay, the gates are open. And let's get the rest of our infantry. And bring them through. Crap, I left my harpies sitting here. Get down on those gunners. You all get down over here. So we got enough on the walls. Alright, so Malagor's through the gates. Our guys on the wall are finding quite a lot of success. I'm going to keep falling in, support my Bestigor herd, which has been up on the wall for a considerable amount of time at this point. Okay. Mr. the Dark Omen. Malagor got some nasty overcast damage there, but the leadership on these units is quite low. And I've got reinforcing infantry coming up to support. Bestigor over here, Bestigor over here. Get on those guns. Some more guns in the back. You guys, let's come around this flank. Okay, we're able to smash through. Let's take a look at the scenes of carnage here. Dwarf, the mighty citadel of the border princes, is being wrecked, and it's funny because all of these guys are fleeing right into my waiting Warherds. But yeah, look at the citizens of Ackendorf. Nowhere to go. Having to flee from my beastly infantry. Flee for your lives, losers. Flee for your lives. How'd you like to be running from this? I mean, running away from guys with like goat legs and stuff doesn't seem like that's the type of foot race that I want to be in. Alright, good enough, good enough. All these guys are fleeing away. So clear success for us against the Border Princes. Decisive victory. Should pick up some nice loot here. And the Border Princes mostly wiped out in this episode. Yeah, we'll loot and raise. And we're going to use Malagor. He's got his level up here. Unrelenting Savagery sounds good. So our guys are going to stay fresh for longer now. Alright, we do need to heal up a little bit. I'll wait and see if we get one of those events that trades horde growth for healing, and we'll do that. We've got a ton of population surplus, but not quite as much as we need just yet. Let's end one more turn. Ha! The dwarves want a piece of me. Well, I've been weakened. Look at this. They don't have a ton of great infantry, but my infantry's not particularly great for dealing with them either. The question is whether or not I can stop all the skirmishers. They've got lots of skirmishers and lots of artillery. I'm gonna decline the attack. Oh, they just killed my Brayherd. Well, I'm gonna retreat away and see if I can get outside their range. I cannot. Interesting. There's no way I can kill these two stacks of dwarves. So we'll have to figure a way out of this. I'll see you on the next one. I think technically this would be game over, but I've got some ways to fix it. We'll see you on the next episode. That was pretty... The dwarves just waited for me to get weakened by killing their foes and then sent their guys out here. Yeah, very, very cheeky dwarves. I'll see you next time. We'll figure out how to deal with these guys.